Hi, good morning.
Morning,
So
teacher.
you can't be able to enter again the cloud class,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah, because
so
I'm busy, so I
yeah, so
would get connect with.
yeah, it's okay, no
Um,
problem. So we just have to use the Skype instead, okay?
yeah,
So I'm going to present the lesson, okay, for a while. Okay, so last time, Toy, we
yeah,
were able to discuss about this one. Okay, so how to say that the company's performance was positive. So there
yes,
are phrases that we can be able to use in order for us to tell or to say if the company is performing well. Okay,
mm,
and what is that phrase that we can be able to use positively, Toy? So
yes.
what is that? So that is the company's
Mm.
performance
Performance was
was
is silent.
excellent. Okay, so meaning if it's excellent, meaning it's 99%, okay, there would only be 1% that is not maybe not met. So you have to say excellent, okay? Or you can also say the company's performance was satisfactory,
Yeah,
or the company's performance was
encourage.
encouraging. Okay,
Yes,
so these are the three phrases that we can be able to use in order for us to say positively the company's performance.
yes.
Okay, now the other way around, if we are going to say negatively, so how are we going to do that? So we can say,
The performance was poor.
yes. So let's say, for example, if you are going to email them, so you have to tell them, okay, I regret that I should have to give you a negative points or feedback.
Yeah,
Why? Because the company's performance was disappointing. Or you can also say the company's performance was poor.
yes,
Okay? So that is how you are going to give them feedback. Okay? So do
yeah.
you have questions with this, Toy?
No more question,
Okay. If
teacher.
you don't have any questions, let's proceed. Okay. Actually, last time we were able to learned this one already, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Wherein we were able to role play this one, and there would be problems. So what do you think would be the problem in this particular situation, Toy? So what
Because
do you think? So
the
this one is,
the company lost customer.
yes, so there will be problem when it comes to the reputation. Okay,
Yeah.
it's because of the racism. So racism means, of course, they are not applying diversity of the workplace. Okay,
Yes.
wherein they're not respecting also the dignity of women employees because they are just giving only importance to the male employees rather than the female employees. Okay,
Yes.
and they're not also giving importance to the minority people. Okay, so they are ignoring their opinion. So there would be no equality of the rights in that particular place. Okay,
Mm.
now for your exercise number two, Toy, does your workplace have similar issues also in your company? Do you experience also similar situation like that?
No. Because
No.
in
So
yeah.
they're treating, okay? So the treatment of the company, okay, of the bosses, your bosses are the same, right? So whether you're a male, do you have a male employees also? Do you have male employees? Do you have a
Male.
man? Okay, do you have man employees there? Male? Or all of you are female?
Oh, female and male.
So it's
Yeah.
do you have also diversity, okay,
Yeah,
in the
diversity.
workplace?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you have employee that has the so-called what is one, a let's say for example a handicapped maybe they're disabled. Like for example, they don't have one leg. Do you have that kind of employee, a disabled employee? Are the company accepting that kind of employee in your company, Toy, or not?
My company have the my uh work work for in my company is the male and female. Is the uh, dynasty with the everybody. Also, uh, I think in our country, I don't know. I don't see the the company only male or female, because
Yeah.
in a company we need the male. They will they will work with the heavy job.
Yes,
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, they
Agree.
they can help female. So some job, some job the female cannot
Cannot
work.
do. Yes.
Yeah,
That's correct. Okay, so
yeah,
therefore, there would be an equality. So regardless of the gender, okay, and what about overworking hours? Do you work overtime without pay?
have in my
Sometimes.
companies before, because I have much job, so I need I up to work until 8 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you are going,
no overtime,
oh, no
because when
overtime
I
pay.
try, yeah, I sign
Mm.
labor contract with company. We agree with the company.
Yes,
We need
policy.
finish on job, cannot pay
Yeah,
overtime for you.
overtime.
Yeah,
Yeah. Actually, that's also the so-called racism, okay? Actually, if you are going to look at the law, okay? The law says you should have to work only for 8 hours, right?
yeah,
I don't know in Vietnam, but here in the Philippines, you are just going to work 8 hours a day regardless of the time. Let's say for example, if your office time is 8 o'clock, so you are expected to leave the office by 5 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Now,
yeah,
if you decide, or let's say if your superior requested you to have an overtime, so that would be paid. Okay, that is not for free. But sad to say that there are also companies that they're not paying the overtime.
yeah,
Okay, they're not
yes,
paying the overtime even if you are going to stay there, if you are going to stay until 11 o'clock in the evening, they don't care about that for as long as you will going to finish your work,
yeah,
right?
mm,
Because they will going to ask you for your output, right? So if
yeah,
you weren't able to finish that within the specified period of time, so that would be, of course, that would be maybe not a good feedback coming from your boss, right?
yeah,
Okay, so maybe they will going to say, they will going to say that you are inefficient when it comes to your work because you cannot finish the work. So instead of leaving the office on the specified period of time, since you have deadlines to meet, so
yeah,
it's 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 not a requirement, but of course it's a must for you to finish that,
yeah,
right? So whether
yes,
you like it or not, whether you like it or not, so you should have to do that because you have deadlines to submit, right?
yeah,
Oh, sad. That's a sad part of being an employee, right?
yeah.
But if you are a boss, so anytime you can leave your office, right? But of course, if you're not a boss, oh, you should have to work, okay? You should have
Yeah,
to work harder. But of
yeah,
course, one of these days, maybe one of these days, you will going to be promoted. So you just have to wait for the right time, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. What about in your office? Have you experienced dishonesty. When you say
This,
dishonesty, those who are not telling the truth. Let's say, for example, one of your employees or one of your co-workers or co-employees does something wrong, and then
mm,
after that, since you are group, okay, since you are in that particular office. Okay, let's
mm,
say for example in an accounting office, so there would be problem when it comes to the money. So there would be just not not so big amount of money that had been lost. Okay, because during your computation you cannot match that one, right, to the credit and debit, right?
yeah,
So there would be no matching of that particular amount of money. So that means it was lost. And
yeah,
then you will going to what? You will going to report to your boss that it's okay, no problem about that. So that is what we call dishonesty.
mm.
So have you experienced that one in your office?
In my office now, I I I don't see this honesty, but in
Okay.
the
Reviews.
before in the factory,
Or
you
yeah.
know, the worker
They keep
they
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 keep on not
so
telling the
much,
lie. Telling a
yeah,
lie, right?
so much
Okay.
way can honesty. Example, if you and me work in
Yes.
a
In the
place,
same,
uh
yeah.
yeah, they will ask you, hey, they check time first. Example,
Mhm.
we can check with a plastic card. They
Yes.
send to them.
Yes.
After that,
Mhm.
the one person can check for some person because
Yeah.
another person they will come late later. One person
Yeah.
go on time.
Yeah, actually, that's a normal happenings, especially in a factory. Okay,
Mm,
there would be a lot of dishonesty when it comes to working in a factory. Okay, but not all. Okay,
yeah.
not all. So, but there are some factories that, especially the employees, especially the lower ranks. Okay,
Mm,
those who are factory workers, so they keep on what it is one they keep on doing that dishonesty.
yeah.
Okay, like
Mm,
for example, during when I was working also in a factory before I graduated my college degree. So I work in a factory, and my co-employees, my co-factory workers, they told us, or they told me, okay, or one of my friend told me, okay, would you kindly punch my time card, okay,
mm,
because I will be late. So would you kindly get my time card and punch
yeah.
for me? Right?
Yeah.
So that happens all the time. And that
Yeah.
is dishonesty, right? Why?
Yes.
Because he will be late. So he will going to come to the factory late. So
Yes.
as a friend, so what are you going to do? So you should have
Yeah.
also to follow. So the dishonesty that that person is committed also transferred to you. Why? Because you also follow,
Mm.
right? Okay. So dishonesty. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about, why do you think the issue when it comes to gender inequality, overworking hours, and dishonesty are very serious? Why is it serious, Toy? And what do you think? How to resolve that problems or those
Because
problems?
in the factory, so much person, male and female, they want to get, um, they want to get more money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, why? Because
because
their
their salary not
salary,
high. Yeah, yeah,
yes, their
they want to.
salary is not so big. So
Yeah,
therefore, they're not also working honestly, right?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
because they are paid of course they are also paid lower than they are expected. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's why we cannot blame them also doing such a thing, because they're just going to what is one, they just wanted to have money. Okay, even
Yeah.
just little amount of money. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why we cannot blame them also that one. So, and that is very rampant, and that is very normal in a factory situation, right? But of
Yes.
course, in an office, it's rarely happen in an office.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you think if ever you can encounter those kinds of problems in your office toy? How would you solve that?
Uh, I think with the office, uh, if we have this problem, we can we can suggest with board. We can train the testing. We can train with the tech, checking. Finger
Yes,
checking.
yeah,
No, you and
actually.
me cannot have together.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's why nowadays, gone all the days that they're using bandy clocks, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, they're using what is one? Fingerprinting. That in
Yes.
in 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 your in what is it one? If you are going to enter, let's say for example in the factory, so you need to register your fingerprinting, right? In order for you to time in, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
in order for you to time out, so you should have to use also your fingers again. Okay, and that's a good system, so that you will not going to do dishonesty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good.
Sorry, sir.
uh,
Wait for
yeah,
me some
yeah,
minute.
it's okay. It's
My
okay,
boss
no
called
problem.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry,
Okay, yeah, it's
teacher.
okay,
I'm
no
busy. No,
problem.
I'm busy now,
Yeah.
so I cannot continue to study.
Oh. So,
Yeah,
uh,
we stop now. I'm
yeah, so
busy to do report to
yeah,
my boss. Yes.
yeah, it's
Sorry,
okay.
sir. Bye bye,
Yeah, it's
sir.
okay. Bye-bye, bye-bye.